Hey everyone, welcome back to Modlife Season 3, episode number 31. Since last episode, I've went out and found a little bit more oil for our oil moat we were working on last episode, and it's still kind of filling up at the moment. Looking really nice. I like this idea. I really like this idea. This is gonna be awesome. So it looks like it's actually gonna start filling up all the way over this way as well. We do want to have it up to this level on this side, so I'm not sure quite how we're gonna do that just yet. Might have to like block it off or something once we get done filling up the bottom part there, and it's just done at this point. Might have to move it and then just block it off, and then when it's done, we'll just block that off and just like, or not unblock it off, what I'm talking about. Unblock it off so it just kind of flows down. I think that might be pretty cool. But it looks really nice so far, and I'm thinking about changing off the dirt off the wall too. That way it's not so weird looking, and definitely not going to be using this all the way around. This is just to help prevent from explosions and stuff. But anyways, guys, today... Uh-oh, come on. No! But today, guys, I actually want to work on something that's going to hopefully help us and our storage a little bit more, because, well, logistics pipes is awesome for one. The other thing is, well, I have everything sitting out in the world, and kind of pretty much all that has to happen is one little creeper break through the walls, or zombie or whatever, and then boom, stuff goes bye-bye. Don't want that. Don't want that happening. As you can see, I got some interdiction pillars in here just to kind of help prevent the inevitable at this point. But let's head over to here. I want to check out our cactus farms this last episode. See how we're doing. Looks like it's doing pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that wasn't there, but yeah, it looks like it's doing pretty good. Once we finally get this all full up, it's gonna fill up all of the resources here, and then once it gets excess more than that, then we should start seeing a nice little production of cactus coming in. So this will be really, really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and make my way back here. The only downfall is that we actually have to wait till we get like 3 full stacks of cactus. So that is a little downside there. So anyways, guys, let's get started for today. What do I want to do? Well, I know I've been working a lot with compact machines and all that stuff lately. And, well, sorry, but if you don't like that, we're going to continue working with compact machines a little bit today. I kind of been messing around in here, just, you know, getting some ideas for how I might want to decorate or make it look a little bit nicer and all that stuff. Right now I got a whole ton of lapis, so I figured maybe I'd kind of poke around with the lapis blocks a little bit, maybe try something kind of cool. Not really a big fan of that, so for now, let's just go ahead and fill that back in. I think I might just go ahead and use this room for the means of storage, and, well, I'd hate for us to actually be able to go back and forth between this little cube in order to get something or craft something and back in the overworld. So let's solve that problem. I do kind of like the floor though. What do you guys think? I wouldn't mind doing something with the walls, but I don't know. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Floor's kind of nice. Maybe do something with the ceiling too. I don't know. We'll see. Let's head back. All right. So we want to make sure we put a diamond on that guy so that way we can pick him up, move him around, and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and grab a diamond, and we'll kind of just do that for now. So we should be able to pick this guy up, and we're going to test this out, pick him up, move him over into here for now. It doesn't have to be next to the logistics request table. It doesn't have to be. I can pick it up and move it somewhere else. I'm just going to prove a point here, and then we go back into the machine. Floors are the same. We can leave again, and everyone's happy. So cool thing is, we're going to try to move all of our storage into this compact machine and have access to it with our logistics request table, if we so desire. How are we going to do that? Well, let's go ahead and start moving all of our storage into this compact machine. Now, thankfully, we do have the reinforced strong boxes. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and go through and upgrade all of these. So let's start picking them up. There we go. And we can upgrade them as they do have items in them already. We can still do that, no problem. Let's just go ahead and do that. Shift click that out. It's a shame we can't just like shift click it back in or something. That would be awesome. Now, thankfully, I do have plenty of Enderium to do this. Not a big deal. which is really nice. There we go. All upgraded resonant strong boxes, and they all kept their inventory. So now we have a nice large inventory for all of them. And granted, I will be using some storage drawers and stuff like that a little bit more in our new storage area. But let's go ahead and jump in here. I think maybe I'm kind of getting an idea like I might go with a second floor in here as well, just kind of make it look really cool and stuff too. So let's see. Let's start off by doing this. Okay, not too bad. I might have to make up a few more. I might put some over here. I don't know. We might put them up a block too. Maybe find something nice to kind of play around with in here. You know, actually, what might not look too bad. It won't go with the floor, so we might change the floor out. But if we jump over here, let's grab some of the treated planks. Why not, right? These things don't look too bad. Actually, you know what would be kind of cool? Is if we put, like, storage crates underneath them and then still had access to, like, the storage crates. That might be actually really cool. Let's try that out real quick. Why not have a little bit of storage when you can have all of the storage? Right? Look at that. I think that looks really nice. That's kind of cool. And we could just open those up and have access to those. So that's even more storage. And adds to a little of the aesthetics into the room as well. Really nice. We're going to have so much storage in here, guys. All of our things are going to be put in here. So we also want to make sure we do one more thing. We want to make sure that if something happens to this block, we have another way into it, regardless of what happens. So let's do two things. We're going to do two things to hopefully help ensure it. I know one will work. The other one I'm not 100% on. So let's hope that this actually works. Let's grab some stable stone and another teleporter. We'll go ahead and grab 2 for the time being. And the teleporter is going to allow us access into our dimensional block here, or the compact machine, always, as long as, you know, we have access to making another teleporter. So let's go ahead and make one over here in the corner for now. May end up moving this at some point. Let's just do that so we can have easy as access, doing this. And then all we got to do is place our teleporter there, like so, and we have everything happy. So I got one in the power room, I got one in the calculator cube. Let's go ahead and set this one up to warehouse. Right? Sounds about right. And for now, we won't worry about linking it up anywhere, so it should still be on the network. We should be able to go right into the calculator cube. Okay. Slowness and nausea. That's interesting. I don't know if that was supposed to happen. Stop doing that to me! Are we not allowed to teleport out of these things? I thought Teddy said he'd fix it. Last time it was withering effect. This time it's nausea and slowness. Interesting. Alright, let's go ahead and test out something real quick, guys. I want to go ahead and make sure this works here. Otherwise, we may have a problem at Houston. Alright, let's do this. Bam. And we'll just leave this link name. Let's just click it warehouse. Actually, I guess we can't. We'll call it home for now. I guess we gotta go in the machine. Let's go ahead and sleep through the night real quick. I don't want bad stuff waiting for me on the other side. Plus, we also always have to make sure we have a way in and out of these things, because if we don't have our personal shrinking device, bad stuff can happen. So let's go ahead and jump back in real quick. Let's link this to home. I think something great stuff is happening outside. Very great stuff. I'm not sure why this is not working now. Huh. Well, this is just interesting. Link name. And look, home is still there. That's so weird. Let's try that again. I think something weird is going on with the teleporters at the moment. So I'm gonna not worry about that one. Let's try something a little different. So I'm gonna go ahead and get me another of our compact machines here. I'm gonna make one just like it, and I'm hoping that this works, because if it doesn't, I don't know how we're gonna have access to our stuff if something bad goes down. All right, Mr. Villager guy, I need to talk to you. I need some world resizing cubes, if you don't mind. I'm glad you agree with me. Let's grab us a stack of diamonds. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Bam, done and happy. Let's go in here. I think we have inside of here somewhere. Yep, right here, quantum entanglers. So I'm gonna try out this real quick. I'm assuming we should be able to make 2 of the same compact machines, but I think we are gonna have to upgrade this one. So let's upgrade, put that back. And then I think if we, oh, whoa, it's lit up. Giant machine number 5. Okay. So if I right click on this, is this going to take us into our storage room? It does. Awesome. So that means, I'm assuming we can take this, pick it up, place it anywhere else, and go inside and be in our storage room. Yes! I love it. Not only do we have like portable storage now, but we have a way and a means for us to pretty much go anywhere we want, place down this guy, and go into our storage room. That is so cool. Now I'm gonna have to figure something out about this thing, because this is obviously not working. Okay, that worked. That sent me into our power room. But then it just keeps... It's like it's so quick of a transition back and forth that it just zooms me back here because it's connected back here. That's very strange. I'm not sure what's going on with that. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more work. I'm going to do some work in here real quick, and then we'll be back in just a minute so that we can start accessing our inventory in here from the overworld. We'll be back in just a minute after I do a little bit of sorting and organizing. All right, guys, and we're back. As you can tell, I've been doing some moving already. We got a lot of stuff already tore down, and we're about to start getting into the bulk of our logistics pipe system. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I've been working on inside of our storage room. What do you guys think? It almost reminds me of home, right? Exactly. So I am working on getting some more resonant strong boxes made up as well. These are just some hardened ones I've already made. I made up a few extra already. And we have a second floor. Check it out. We got a portal leading to it and everything. So all we got to do is just jump right through. And I got some more compacting drawers up here, as well as some spruce drawers. We guys are going to have a ton of storage. It's going to be nice. I can't wait. So how are we going to move all these things? Some of these things are going to be kind of ridiculous to move. Let's see. Let's actually get a figure of how much coal we have. 22,000 coal is going to be a little painful to move, as well as 30,000 cobblestone, 17,000 dirt. It's going to take us a little while if we just did it by hand and through our inventory, and means I also need to possibly think about making some sort of alarm system letting me know when it's nighttime, maybe inside of the inventory cube. May be a pretty good idea to do something like that. So I might set something like that up today if we have some time. So anyways, how are we going to transfer all of these items through to our compact machine? Well, glad you asked, because it's going to involve a little bit of paper and some rotten pears, which are actually a substitute for slime. So we're going to make some packing tape. Makes life so much easier when you have packing tape. Let's go ahead and shift click these into our inventory and see how they work. These are kind of new to me, so I'm going to hope that they work. Whoa, look at that. Oh, wow, it takes durability. Well, look at that. Well, isn't that just awesome? Whoops. Oh, okay, I was going to say, whoops, I did something wrong. Nope, didn't do anything wrong. I'm just doing it right. That's right. Okay, good. Everything's good. Just need the packing tape. We're packing all of the things, all of the stuff away. Sure. So I guess, do we just pick them up now or something? No. Okay, shift right click does not work. Break it? Ah, okay. Oh, okay. So you just break them. Awesome. I like that. Did it? Okay, I was gonna say, I hope I got that. I think I'm a little too close to the portal there for comfort. So now we got a little bit more moving ahead of us. And I'm hoping that this does indeed keep all of our stuff a little safer than it used to be. So I'm actually going to go ahead and help us out a little bit and put some of these inside of our ender pouch that we'll still have access to inside of, oh, there's one, inside of our compacting machine. We need a good name for it, guys. I'm trying to come up with one, but I just don't have a clue at the moment. So if you guys have a pretty cool idea of what we could call our compact warehouse, or maybe we should just call it the compact warehouse, I don't know. Let me know. You guys got some ideas? Put them down in the comments below. I'd greatly appreciate it. So we still got quite a bit more to pick up. Holy cow, man. We got a lot of storage, guys. So we still have to go ahead and go through the whole aspect of being able to access our items from the overworld. Now, there's a couple different ways we're going to go about doing that. But like I said, we're going to get to that in just a minute. Let's go ahead and put these in our secondary portable inventory in our hand. There we go. Things are starting to look kind of crazy in here again. In fact, we can go ahead and start picking up these guys as well. They don't need to be here anymore. There's a lot of those provider pipes, though. Or, I mean, modules down there. We're going to do something about that here in a minute. Sure. Let's just head into... do I have a chest over here? I do have a chest over here. Here, let's go pick up some of those modules. I think I really need to. I don't want them to, like, despawn or anything, so let's go ahead and pick them up. We're going to put them in this top chest for now. This has just always been kind of like my place it anywhere chest. There we go. Looking good, and nice. All right, we got them all up. So we shouldn't have to use all of those anymore now that we have access to using our drawer controllers. That'll be really nice. Let's go ahead and place these guys inside of our compact warehouse. And let's see, so we got all of these guys. I am going to try to reorganize them as best as I possibly can, so that way they look decent. And let's see, let's doop. Ooh, look at that, guys. That looks awesome. I gotta say, this looks really cool. So these are gonna be like all of our metals and our diamonds, stuff like that. I think that'll be really cool. Do we have anything else in there? Nope, but we do have some in here. Let's put that guy right there. That's our coal. Might move him. We might do something else with that later, but let's do this and that. Like I said, I will probably try to do a little bit of moving around at some point. And that's steel. This stuff needs to come over here anyway. So we need to put steel like in... Do I have a spot? I don't think I do. We'll put steel down there. There we go. Got some steel ready to go. And I'm just going to go ahead and finish cleaning up, placing up and around and all that good stuff. Let's see, you got dirt. See, this is going to look nice, guys. I am excited to see how this turns out when we're all done here. Check that out. That is so cool. So we're going to have like our bulk storage up here, and we'll have like smaller storage downstairs. See anything else? Oh, a few more. Almost there. And then we can do like one there, one there. Probably have a few more hanging around and about, I'm sure. And like I said, I am going to reorganize these a little bit later, but for now, that should be fine. I think that's looking pretty nice. If I do say so myself, I like it so much. All right, let's head back. We're going to start setting up our system here so that way we can actually have access to everything. And like I said, I still have a few things over here we need to pick up and just move and all that stuff. Like a lot of this stuff we will not need anymore. We can just, whoa. Careful. Careful. A lot of this stuff we can just put away, like a lot of these modules and stuff. We really probably won't be needing those much anymore. So how are we going to hook it up? I've been saying that for like an hour now. Let's head over here. I'm going to do one thing real quick. We're going to grab some hardened glass. I've been making some of that stuff up. And we need to head back to our compact machine. Our little warehouse away from home. And we need to go upstairs. I need to grab some Enderium. So we got 8 of those guys. Let's grab some diamonds. Where are those guys at? Here they are. That should be enough. And what are we going to make? Well, we're going to make a Tesseract from Thermal Expansion. These guys are amazing in the fact that we can transfer 3 different things through them all at once or separately, however we choose. And the way we're going to do it is, well, all at once, because why not, right? You can transfer power through it, you can transfer items through it, and you can transfer fluids through it. All like from one dimension to another as well, makes life so much easier. So I do have some resonant ender sitting in here ready to go. I think it only takes 4 ender pearls per, so it should only take 1 full bucket of resonant ender. So that's just 4 ender pearls, yeah. And then that'll get us a tesseract going. Now, once we get that made, we're not quite there yet. We'll have a full frame ready to go, just like this. And what we're gonna have to do is finish crafting it. We're gonna need a little bit of silver and bronze. Do I have bronze? I don't know if I've even had to make bronze. Interesting. Let's actually head upstairs. Okay, so bronze. Let's get some copper. 4, 5, 6. And we need a little bit of tin. And we'll just grab a little bit. All right, maybe not that much. All right, let's put that back. We only need like 2. Yeah, right? That should be good. And then we'll just toss this into our induction smelter. So boop and boop. And that'll start cooking us up a little bit of bronze. There we go. 2 full tesseract frames. Nice. Got all the bronze we need. And then generate that, please. Thank you. That's annoying me sometimes. All right, and then lastly, what is it, silver? All right, let's go grab some silver real quick. Gosh, I'm really liking this portable storage idea, guys. I've been waiting to do this since last episode. No kidding. All right, where's our silver? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Something like that, right? Probably 9. Yeah, it's always 9. So there we go. We have ourselves 2 full tesseracts. That's right. So, how am I going to do this, guys? Because we're going to have to set up our drawer controllers in specific areas so that way they all connect. And I'm thinking 1 there and 1 here. Actually, I'll place it like that. And then that way these all connect this way with these, and those should all connect this way. Let's also go ahead and... Do I have another drawer on me? I don't. Let's see. Let's borrow this one for a minute. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually connect up this right there. So that way this whole line should be connected. These aren't connected at all yet, but I figured we'll get to those in a minute. So let's go ahead and set up our logistics chassis. We're going to set one up there and there. We're going to try to start working towards getting our system up and running like ASAP because we really, really need to. Now, as far as like setting up to these, do I really want to like... Maybe I should like break these and then just go underneath? I don't really want them to connect here, but I could make some like pipe plugs and stuff like that. I think that might not be a bad idea either. So let's go ahead and head back, and we're going to start setting a lot of this up real quick. So let's see, let's set up our tesseract. I know I've been saying that real quick thing for a while now, haven't I? I can't help it. All right, plop down our tesseract. We're gonna right click on them, and we're gonna set this to frequency 1 because we don't have any other frequencies on tesseracts. I'm just gonna set it to ignore just so we don't have to worry about anything. And then we'll just call this main everything. Maybe not. We'll just call this main logistics. And we'll just go ahead and click this to save the frequency, and then click this to set it, and then we can tell that it's set there. We also want to go into the configs here. We want to make sure we click all of these to send all and receive all. There we go. Things are looking nice so far. And if we right click on this, we can see we have nothing in our system at the moment. Now the cool thing is, if you can see, it's actually connecting to the tesseract. So nighttime cometh. Nighttime cometh. Let's sleepeth through the nighteth. There we go. We have to. Don't want to come back to explodey things and get trapped in here forever. Actually, I don't know. I don't think I can get trapped in here. I might be able to. I don't know. Not gonna risk it. So let's see. Let's go ahead and toss down this guy real quick. We're gonna set this up to main logistics and sending on all accounts. It's the same thing. Now, this guy, I am going to break and replace, and I can see there's a little bit of green there, which means to me that there's a good possibility that our power's making its way in here, and it may be hooked up to everything. So, if I set him up with a polymorphic item sync, like we did before, and a provider module, there we go. So if we open this up with our crescent hammer, we have a provider module and everything. Make sure everything's good in there. Everything's happy. Let's go ahead and break these real quick. Let's just pick this all up. Let's head out of here and check to see if this is actually working. Now, if you remember, we clicked on this before. There was nothing in our system. We right-click on this now. Yes! Look at that, guys. We have access to our system. We can request a diamond block. Look how easy that was. That was even faster than anything. Holy jeez, we can even sort it. It'll send it back. It's not here. It's in here. I love this so much. It's so cool. 28. Should have 28. Give me 28. Why you don't give me 28? Is it not in here yet? Wasn't there 28? Oh, wait. Polymorphic item sync, right? It's supposed to leave an extra or something? 28. It says there's 28. Unless it placed it somewhere else? It's not hooked up to anything else. Is it? Oh, it did. It placed it right down there. What do you know? But it did come back. That's the whole point. So we have like a really nice system set up here, guys. I like it. And everything is going to be controlled off of our Tesseract. So now we just have to hook everything else up. No big deal. A little bit of sorting, and everything should be good to go. Now, there's actually another thing I want to go ahead and start working towards real quick. I'm going to go ahead and maybe clean up real quick, guys. One final thing I want to do that I think is going to be really cool and fun. And I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning up. I'm going to do a little bit of preparation for it as well. And then we'll be back in just a minute to have some final fun stuff. Be back in just a minute. Alright guys, and we're back after a little bit of cleaning up and rearranging of stuff. Things are looking really good. Check this out, guys. We have access to everything inside of our compact machine, our compact warehouse. I don't know. I kind of like the name, the compact warehouse. I don't know. We'll see. So I went ahead and scooted everything over. Everything's a little bit closer together now. We got the interdiction pillar sitting here so that way if mobs do just so happen to get close, well, hopefully they don't destroy it. So, yeah. There's that. In hopes, right? In hopes. So we do have our white ender chest hooked up. Everything gets extracted into our Tesseract here, which is hooked up to our logistics pipe system inside of our compact machine. This is the chest for the sword, the end sword that's inside of our spawner. So it makes its way back there. Our power junction hooked up to our flux point now. Everything's all nice and looking good and clean. I like it. Now in here, I'm going to have to do a little bit of work. I'm going to try to make it look a little bit better, maybe more like a warehouse. We do have a few more chests I got to sort through, but a lot of this is just like armor and stuff like that. Mr. Villager guy, I'm probably going to have to try and move him soon enough, but let me go ahead and show you guys the Feast de Resistance inside of our cube. I still got a little bit more work to do. I need some more steel scaffolding, but things are looking pretty good. A few more chests and everything. I went ahead and moved over the ender chest that automatically will smelt everything, which is really nice. All the good stuff. We got a few chests set up over here, like on mod-based item sync modules. All buildcraft stuff in this chest. Looking nice. All thermal expansion items. Foundation and dynamics items in this chest, immersive engineering in this chest, and integration, and I'm going to do that for a couple other chests as well. For the most part, all of these chests have a little something in them. Some of them have polymorphic item syncs on them, which will, you know, put items in the chest if that item is in that chest. So pretty cool. And then up here, I've set up a whole ton of drawers. We got a whole bunch of compacting drawers set up and ready to go. A little bit better organized than what they were before, and I think it looks a lot nicer up here. I do have a couple random things in certain spots just so that way random items just don't start occupying them up here, because I don't really want extra items just sitting inside of my storage drawers. Also, Cactus Farm is doing pretty good. We are getting an excess amount into our system now, our little compact warehouse. Looking nice, guys. Now, there's also something else I've been wanting to do, something that will hopefully allow us to access this from anywhere. That would be amazing. Let's try it out. So what are we going to need for this? Well, I am going to make from logistics pipes the remote orderer. This is not too hard to make, just a couple diamond gears. I think we may have one. Yeah, we do have one. Let's go ahead and request that one. And we'll request 4 of these guys. And then I believe, what kind of gears do we have? We need wood gears. Let's do one of those. See, this is cool, right? We're finally able to use our system here without, you know, feeling cheaty and looking in the the chests, right? Pretty awesome. All right, wait a minute. Why don't you make me gear? Oh, right, cobble next. Duh. All right, easy enough. See how quick it is, too, to get here? I like that so much more now. It is so much easier for it to get in here. So there's our iron gear. Replace that. Gold gear. Now, granted, this does feel a little bit longer. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But there we go. We have 2 diamond gears. We are going to need 4 pieces of glass. See, I do like how quick it did get me the item, though. And that gives us our remote orderer. Now, for this, we are going to need one more thing. We are going to need the remote orderer logistics pipe. We need a regular logistics pipe, ender pearl, and piece of redstone. So let's just type in that. We'll request 1 ender pearl, 1 redstone. There's our ender pearl. There's our redstone. And then I think I am going to go sleep through the night because I hear a lot of bad stuff outside. Logistics basic pipe, and we have our remote orderer logistics pipes. Let's sleep through the night real quick. I don't like hearing explosions. That don't make me feel easy at night at all. Yeah. Oh, we got a friendly cow, by the way. You are safe here, my friends. My turrets are programmed to like you. All right. Oh, thank the Lord. I heard a creeper. I was going to say Enderman. All right, so we have all of that set up. Now, last but not least, I would like to set up one more ender chest. So let's go ahead and grab, I think it was 2 of these. And, oops, no W there. I think it was 4 blaze rods, 1 ender pearl, and we need a chest. We also need a little bit of string, which we're going to go ahead and craft into some wool. This is really nice. This is really not that bad. Now, granted, I could probably make this a little bit faster in my own inventory, just because there's a weird mechanic that goes wrong with it, it seems like. But here we go. Ender chest, a bam, a done. Let's get a little bit of dye. Let's see, what kind of dye do we have? Do we have anything? I want to say we do over here. Do we have any dye? Orange. Orange will be fine. Let's do orange, orange, orange. I like it. Let's do it. All right, we'll set up our orange, orange, orange ender chest like a so. Like it. Love it. Another thing I want to mind making, again, is one more ender pouch. Pretty nice? Yeah, I think so. Let's do it. All right, so we need some blaze powder. Let's go ahead and request a couple blaze rods. We'll go get some blaze powder made up. Another ender pearl. Whoops. Request. We need a little bit of leather. Ooh, a little low on leather. Mr. Cow may have to do a little bit of talking with him. And some string. Okay. We need 4 of these guys, so that way we can go ahead and start making our wool. Guys, this is awesome. I love this whole system. This is turning out to be great, regardless of whether or not good things came from it. Mr. Cow, no, I can't do it to Mr. Cow. Not our Mr. Cow. We have to go find a new Mr. Cow to do this too. Did I leave any in the air? Oh, there's one. Hello, Mr. Cow. Don't mind me. Hooah! How many did I get? I think that's enough. How many do we need? We only needed 3. Yeah, we got 1. Nice. Oh, and there's another account. They've been spawning. Mobs have been spawning like crazy in our area now. Not complaining whatsoever, just saying. Been happening. It's a thing. All right, leather. Let's request 1. And this will give us access to our entire system. So that way, anywhere we are, no matter what, we should be able to request an item that we want. Now, I did not make the blaze rods, which is fine. I know I can pulverize them to get more, but for the sake of doing this quickly, I just figured this would be fine. All right, now what I'm gonna do, instead of using the orange, I'm gonna shift right click on it, on this ender chest with the orange on there, and that way it links to that one. Pretty cool. I like that feature. It's a nice feature. All right, and then lastly, let's head back to, with this guy. Ooh, careful. I am a little trigger happy, it seems, with my drill. You be careful, Bentley. Be very careful. Where's my remote thingy-majig? All right, let's head back in here. All right, and I want to set this up someplace, maybe, I think here. I think that'll be just fine. We'll set up our ender chest right there. So this should be talking to our network now. Let's go ahead and right-click this remote order logistics pipe with our remote orderer connected to pipe. So if we right-click, we have now access to everything in our compact warehouse. So if we come over this way, far, far away to another place, and say, for instance, we want, I don't know, 5 blocks of coal. Request successful. Then all I gotta do is open up this ender pouch, and we have 5 blocks of coal. Guys, this is nice. I cannot wait to utilize this more often. And we just place it in our other ender pouch to send it back into our network. So guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today. I wanna say thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. Until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.